Red Dreaded Entertainment, what's up guys? My name is Akasan.
Hey Super Cruz, DC Sun, good to see you again.
So, DC Sun back in the house and we're about to do some reactions here.
Mahalo.
Dark Tower, teaser trailer, you're familiar with this?
Yes, so I was introduced to the
project.
series many years ago through the novels, but what actually got me into it was the comic books. It was adapted into comic book form, graphic novels, and I liked the artwork from it, which was Jay Lee, not to be confused with Jim Lee. And since then, I've actually seen his artwork in a lot of different comic books, both Marvel, DC.
He's done. I know exactly. He's the one. He also did a Batman, Superman.
Superman,
during the New 52.
The Dark X-Men and Dark Avengers, long time ago.
Okay.
So I liked his style. But another reason I'm interested in this is because Idris Elba is playing the lead role, which is quite unique if you're familiar with the series.
Okay. Well, let's see what it's all about.
What up, Kino Chip?
The war is over. You know what's coming. The tower will fall.
The Dark Tower. See the exclusive new trailer tomorrow.
Oh. Yeah, that's Roland's gun.
Wow.
I kill with my heart. The Dark Tower. See the exclusive new trailer tomorrow.
When did that come out? Today?
Okay, we'll find it. I'll find it later. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it.
That was,
Okay, flash forward. See what I did there? To a week later here, and now the actual trailer is out and DC Sun is back in the studio. Let's take a look at what it's all about.
Dark Tower.
Hey. He can catch bullets.
For thousands of generations, the gunslingers were knights. Sworn to protect us from the coming of the dark.
Yes, but he looks cool doing it too.
These visions, as you call them.
What do you see?
I see a tower, the man in black, and the gunslinger.
They're just dreams. They're not real, Jake.
I'm gonna give you the first couple of books to read. They're about that big.
There's another world out there.
You'll like it.
I know, guys.
Oh, I so want to see this.
Who are you?
It's you. You're a gunslinger, right?
That's awesome.
There are no gunslingers. Not anymore.
Why does the man in black want to destroy the tower?
The tower protects both our worlds. If it falls, hell will be unleashed.
He's like the devil, isn't he?
No, he's worse.
You can't stop what's coming. Death always wins.
Your world might be gone, but mine isn't. If you let that tower fall, billions of people die.
When I have guns and bullets in your world.
You're gonna like Earth. A lot.
All right, let's go.
You clawing your way out of the darkness. Did you tell the kid whoever walks with you dies by my hand?
I will kill him for both of us. I do not aim at my hand.
Wow.
Sweet.
He who aims with his hand has forgotten the face of his father. I aim with my eye. I do not shoot with my hand. I shoot with my mind. I do not kill with my gun.
What?
I kill with my heart.
He's got some good aim.
It's like the Daredevil with a gun. Okay.
That was pretty cool.
Cool.
I'm interested. I
Yeah.
want to see it because it looks like it has a decent enough budget to where they can do the special effects that need to be done for this type of story, but not overboard.
Yeah,
You know,
I can see that.
some properties get
Go way
maybe a little
overboard.
too much
the
money.
third act will be some shit in the sky. Well, at least this time, I think, at least with Dark Tower, they can kind of have the excuse about having blue lightning or something in the sky.
Yeah,
like
that because, you know, there's several different worlds and things that are connected to it. But it looks like it's playing into the, even outside of the novels, even the comic version of it. And they're pulling away from, at least in this trailer, the world where everything actually happens for our gunslinger. And it's focusing more on where the boy is from, which I'm happy about. And I'm being vague on purpose without spoiling for people.
I'm interested in the fact... It's interesting to me because it kind of reminds me of Thor 2 meets End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like,
you know what you sound like? You sound like you're in the pitch office in LA, pitching the movie. Because it's like it's Thor meets.
Well, I mean, they're just
and I like it because it's like, oh, okay, I can see that.
It's just visually for me,
very familiar.
Yeah, like the whole idea of like what Thor was basically trying to do, which was like merge two different worlds and everything was connected. But then the whole thing with Matthew McConaughey walking around being the devilish ultra bad guy.
Oh yeah.
It just kind of reminded me a lot of End of Days because that took place in New York as well.
Yeah.
So it was this
But this character really is much darker.
Okay.
If they do like, I'm unfortunately hoping, and I say unfortunately hoping because they go down some really dark paths, no puns intended. It's just going to get worse.
Well, it's funny you mention that because at this moment in time, from what I'm seeing with Matthew McConaughey, only because maybe I've only seen him in roles where he plays like a quirky guy or a unique type of guy or some form of a hero. Like it's kind of odd for me, like because I can't get
Detective?
Huh?
Did you watch True Detective?
No, but I know he played. No, but I've seen that one scene where he's talking about he's grabbing a can and talking about the world or whatever like that. And it's just interesting to me because I think of End of Days and like I have this devil image. I don't really see Matthew McConaughey playing a villain so much. I don't know why.
I can definitely see him playing a villain.
Okay.
I can definitely see him playing a villain mainly because of the last 4 to 5 projects he's been in, because the characters in their similarities, because well we are only human, have been vastly different in a lot of ways, which I enjoy. Because the reason I mentioned True Detective, given he is playing somewhat of the hero role, it's really dark, and the things that happen is really interesting.
Well, maybe it'll be interesting, or it'll be interesting to see. It's an interesting team up in terms of these two actors. I would never imagine
to be together.
Right, and now that it's here,
the British and the American James Bonds.
Well, I'm just wondering if they'll how well they'll feed off of each other, and if it's the right chemistry or so. It's unique to me, but also exciting because I have no sort of reference or preconception of what I'm expecting of this movie, because I don't know anything about this movie, and I don't know much about either of these actors other than what I've seen them in previously. But to me, I just hold it as like, okay, let's just see. Even the director, even with like Interstellar, it was like, yo, it's still Nolan, so you know you're gonna fucking watch it.
Right. I'm liking the fact that you don't have any reference to it. You have interest in it, but your concerns are also very valid. How well do these two actors play off each other? But that's another reason why I want to see it, because I like both actors separately, and I couldn't imagine them together.
I can never imagine them headlining a movie. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, really?
In some form or fashion, I can't see them being the main draws for a movie. Like I know Alba. He's very popular.
He mainlines a lot of movies, especially in Europe.
Okay, okay, outside of Europe then.
Yeah.
But American-wise, what is the headline?
Dark Tower.
Okay, so that's my point. That's my point. Is like it's kind of like I've always seen him as I know again McConaughey has been like Interstellar, but to me
he used to headline movies, but they're mostly like when he started and was getting a lot of traction. a long time ago, it was a lot for rom-coms, romantic comedies, stuff like that. Then he did away with it and then came back.
I've only seen him in like side roles, with the exception of Interstellar, but like I said, that was Nolan.
Mud. Oh, good movie.
Okay, beforehand. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to work off. Also, the Book of Ellie as well.
Oh, the Book of Elle?
The Book of Ellie. That's also what I kind of think about when I see this movie as well. I don't know why. There's a lot of things I see, like even the first Thor movie where you have this like naive child, which is supposed to be like the Natalie Portman, and then the gunslinger is kind of the Asgardian or the Thor character, like explaining about the two different worlds type of deal. There's, I mean, obviously you're gonna have these different traits, but it still looks interesting enough that but I also hope that there's enough. I don't know. There's
enough story.
No, there's enough.
To the story
there's
to keep
enough.
you into it.
There's enough of an it factor that will get people to go to see.
Well, I'm hoping so, because looking at it, it's like, okay, you got Idris headlining this movie, and it's by Sony.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's the bigger concern there, actually.
Not for me.
With
I look
Sony.
at it, yeah, not for me, because looking at it, it would be. If you're doing a planning stages, outside of him being in the Marvel Universe and Sony having its tie with Disney for Spider-Man and anything else, and him having a character in Marvel, opposite direction, Sony being the main studio for this, and them being the big studio that helps to promote what other movie franchise? Not dealing with superhero.
Huh? Ninja Turtles. No. What?
Zero.
Oh, Bond. Okay. So yeah, you're hoping you'll help him gun the role for being the Black Bond, basically.
And even if he doesn't end up being the next Bond, but maybe being in the next Bond in some form or fashion, it's easy marketing.
006.
Because usually when that happens, you have 1 to 2, or usually, if you can, 2 to 3 movies that come out somewhat back to back, and that's what's happening. Because you've got the next Thor movie coming out, which he's in. Right. And then this. So the next one would be Bond.
Well, let's hope for the best. Or else we'll have to reset the clock. Who does Pacific Rim then? Oh, but he's not in that movie. Yeah, he's gone.
Which was not cool.
All right, Red Nation, stand up, speak up. Let me know. Let us know if you're interested in this movie. Is this the first time you even heard about this movie? Please.
Have you read any of the books or comics?
Avoid spoilers, because the worst thing a super fan can do is
spoil it for others.
Be a dick and cuss someone out because they're not as interested as in the movie as you just might be.
True.
Better to invite them in, be like, no, sit down, let me talk to you for a bit on why this is going to be so great. I'll never forget the day this one dude, when I said, I don't know if they could really handle a Green Lantern movie in today's markets. This was 10 years ago or something. And this cunt was like, you have no idea how wrong you are. I remember he never, oh my God, he wouldn't shut up about it and was insulting me. And then I just laughed at the fact that considerably one of the worst CBMs ever made was exactly what I was saying, was the fact that there was too much for them to cram into one movie and get connected with everyone.
It wasn't a bad movie, but they could have focused more in one area or the other.
But it makes me wonder about the fandom. Quick Patreon plug though as well, if you guys are interested in getting these kind of posters and such. I do have a tear set up. Check out my Patreon page where I can get these posters, mini posters out directly to you. Even the Nolan movie just has a photo of Nolan. It's funny.
Yes.
They don't even say the movie. They're just like, it's a Nolan film.
It's a Nolan film.
You're going to see it. All right, guys. And DC Sun, make sure you check out his channel
definitely check out my channel. If you are in Kyoto, I know I've said this many times, but just in case, if you're in Kyoto May 20th, 21st, check me out at Bit Summit. I will be there promoting one of the games that I am featured in, voicing, and helping out with. It is called Tiny Metal. It will be on the platforms of PS4, PC, and Nintendo Switch. It'll be the first time to actually show it out for people. We'll be doing it throughout the year, and towards the end of the year we'll actually have its release. The closer we get to the release date, the more information I will give you. Till then, keep it super.
Christopher Nolan.